Spooky vibes.
Oh my gosh, so spooky.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be talking about crystal healing. Now, before any of you guys are like, why are you doing that? You know, what is this? I know there's a lot of questions and there's a lot of mystery surrounding this subject, and Katie and I both took interest in this. We've had a really good experience thus far, and I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. Just a little disclaimer, we are not claiming to be crystal experts by any means.
We have a lot of learning still.
A lot of learning to do, and if you know more than us, please
let
us know. We're always willing to learn more about it, and we're excited about it. But what we do know, we would love to share with you. So we have a little list here because we want to make sure we don't forget anything. Take it away.
There's a really great website called Energy Muse, and they just did a really good job of wording the explanations of kind of what your relationship could be with your crystals and how it can enhance your life and everything. We'll link their website in the down bar if you want to go check it out.
So the first thing is, what is crystal healing and what can it do for you?
Yes.
I think that's what everyone wants to know. So, love this definition. The crystals harness the life-giving elements of the earth. Specifically, they harness the energy of the earth and the moon. So, it's basically, to summarize that, they're really grounded with the earth and what the earth has to offer, and it's kind of like grounding yourself to that. Crystal healing is opening your heart and mind when you're connecting with them. So this can either be when you're physically holding them, or if you're placing them in your environment.
The physical touch aspect of it, certain crystals might be more effective if they're actually touching your skin or part of you in a way.
Love this too. Katie and I are all about the positive vibes. And at the
Good
end of the
vibes
day,
only.
that's kind of why we looked into this. First off, I would say.
Yeah.
So crystals pick up on your unique vibrational energy and amplify the positive vibes that you're cultivating. So it's very individual and kind of what you're looking to improve upon yourself, I guess.
We went to a crystal store in LA called Spellbound Sky, which is where we bought all of our crystals that we'll be showing you. And it was a really cool experience. When we first went in there, we kind of didn't know what we were doing.
Not at all.
And then we overheard, of course we didn't actually ask, we just overheard someone telling another customer that you just kind of walk around and crystals will pull you in, and you just keep going back to the ones that pull you in, and those are the ones that you are needing in your life.
Which is so true.
Yeah. So another thing about choosing crystals is their unique vibrational energy works to clear blockages and ward off negative energy. And that's going back to the whole good vibes that you're trying to get from your crystals.
That's kind of the universal theme of all of them.
Yeah.
Like they do different things, of course, and manifest different things, but all of them are supposed to like purify your life.
Right.
So,
Yes.
Earlier when I talked about intention, that's kind of where you start with your crystal healing process. So it's what matters to you in your life right now, and then what goals do you have, what are your aspirations, and then explore areas of your life that need an upgrade. And I feel like this was really me, speaking for myself and you too, when we were walking around and were drawn to different crystals. It was what am I missing? What's absent for me right now?
Or what do I think needs improvement?
Exactly. Considering how you can improve different areas of your life, the main ones being relationships, career, social life, spirituality, health, and community. And then there's also like finances and, more niche things like that. Those all encompass what your intention is. So recognizing what it is, and then especially like when you're holding your crystals, those are all things to be thinking about when you're with them. So
and once you get your crystals, it's really important to charge them to make sure that they have all the positive energy and they're just fully ready to help you. And so first you're going to want to cleanse your crystals, and to do that you can use sage, and you like burn the sage and just burn it over your crystals, and that gets rid of any negative energy or maybe confused energy. So by saging them, you're just cleansing all of the energy and getting it ready to be your pure positive energy you're trying to regain.
You can get sage at Whole Foods too.
Yes.
Pro tip.
And then the next one is charging them. So to charge your crystals, you're going to want to put them either in direct sunlight or in a full moon. And it's crucial if you're going to do it in the moon, it has to be a full moon.
Yeah.
And you want to leave it out there for about 4 hours, or ideally longer.
Like
to
overnight.
Overnight would be, if there's a full moon, leave it out overnight.
And basically what it's doing is when you're in the presence of these crystals or you're holding them, it's giving you all that it has. So once you've exhausted that, that's why you have to recharge them. And it's just like your phone, if you think about it. Yeah. When you are charging them in a full moon, it just so happened to, I thought it was so funny that when we went, there was a full moon. So
it's like meant to be.
Meant to be, fate. You want to make sure that you're putting it on a natural surface when it's outside, whether it's in the sunlight or moonlight. So for us, like I didn't really want to put it on the ground so much, just kind of like animals and stuff like that. Like you never know. So I ended up putting it on, we have like a granite countertop outside, which is natural stones. And if you're putting it on another surface, it can be a stone like that, or it can be on the ground, like in the grass, like any sort of natural surface.
So now should we talk about our crystals that we picked?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first crystal is just the quartz crystal, and this is the master crystal. So it kind of amplifies all of the other crystals and ties them together. So you don't have to get just a plain quartz, but I would recommend it if you're going to have multiple crystals, because it really ties all the energies and makes them work like kind of in conjunction with one another.
Mm-hmm. And when you're putting it, like Katie and I both like having ours on an altar, which we'll get to later, but it's recommended that you put the natural quartz in the middle, because it's able to give its energy to all of the other ones equally, I guess.
Yeah. So then the next one is rose quartz.
We both have the
and
same
we both got
one
like the same cute little.
Again, not intentional.
This one is used for opening your heart to give and receive love, self-care, and de-stressing. So speaking for myself, I really was drawn to this one.
I think I felt like I almost needed this more than the universal crystal.
Yeah.
Because it's giving and receiving love. It kind of ties into self-love, and then also just like what you're projecting to other people. And I think so often you forget to tell people that you love them. Kind of forget to show love. So the next one that Katie and I both also got was amethyst, and we both have a similar little chunk there. What we both loved about these is they were all so different from one another. But this one, protection and stability, spiritual support, purification, release of energies no longer serving your greatest good. And I think that really hit Katie and I hard. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that saying, like, what's not serving you, get rid of it. And what better way to do that than having it tangible in front of you. So. Yes. But the next one that we'll talk about is pyrite. This is probably one of my favorites.
This is so pretty.
Katie has a little bit bigger one. Kind of regret not getting one because I love what this stands for so much.
And it's gorgeous.
But I really like keeping this on my desk. This one stands for manifestation, action, confidence, creativity, vitality, and can-do attitude. The person who was helping us at Spellbound Sky called this the procrastination crystal, which even if people say that they don't procrastinate, everyone does. Mm-hmm. And I think when you're really, a goal-getter, this could really come in handy for you.
Yeah. The last one that we have that's the same is called Adventurine, and this one stands for optimism and zest for life, and move forward with confidence, good luck, and prosperity. We both try to live our lives with a lot of optimism and not look at things in a negative light, and zest for life, like gotta love the life you live. So
this one's called the Angel Aura Quartz, and it's probably really hard to tell. I don't even know if you guys are like really seeing these that well. But this one is a quartz, but it almost has like a holographic kind of coating to it. It's finding inner peace, connection with guardian angels and spirit guides, and also adds enlightened manifestation. So I have always thought that I have guardian angels in my life, and I feel like now more than ever I'm really feeling this one.
My next one is called the Picasso Jasper, and
Love the name of that.
I'm drawn to anything black, white, or gray, and this has all 3 colors in it, so love. And then, but I really loved what it stood for. So it's used for transformation of relationships as well as attracting like-minded people for in a new phase, like trying to attract people your age that are, you know, have the same values and just views of the world as you.
Yeah.
So I thought this was a really cool crystal to have.
This is the Dalmatian stone, and I really liked this one because of its point, and it literally has little Dalmatian spots on it. It's used for calming an analytical mind, harmonize emotions to maintain peaceful composure. To me, this paraphrased as I have too many tabs open in my brain all the time and like just conflicting messages, and so this kind of calms them all down and like brings you back, which I really need. So.
Okay, so my next crystal that I have is this one, and it is a natural citrine. I was really drawn to this one because it kind of has a little bit of like an AB holographic effect from different angles. Watch, now it's like not even gonna show up at all. In some angles it does. It's really cute, and it's just a little tiny guy. And this one is good for manifestation, creativity, prosperity, and abundance, motivation for success. I'm a really creative person, so anything that can help with that, I'm all about.
My last one is Ronadite.
And so cool.
It's the coolest. And it kind of, I don't know what it reminds me of, but it has like pink and black marbling in it. So it is used for outer directed love, compassion, and generosity, discovery of hidden talents. So I just thought this was great, especially in our transitional period of life, really having goals for myself, and then also just making sure that I am spreading love while I'm doing that. So love it.
My final stone is called Blue Lace Agate. When we were looking at all the different stones, this one was the only one that was shaped like a little heart.
Yeah.
And it kind of fits the meaning, which well, not really. It's just cute. But this one is good for increased communication with clarity and confidence, magnifies affirmations.
Oh, see, I think that has to do with the heart.
Oh, I guess it does, like speaking from the heart.
Speaking from the heart, and also just like with a partner, like communication and
true.
You know?
Okay, so the heart's relevant. But I just feel like communication with people is super crucial. So I liked this one, and the heart made it cuter. I love it.
I love that.
So then our next thing we need to talk about is altars, which is what you put your crystals on.
So obviously this can be whatever you want. There's not really any like rules to it. It's more just how you want to display them. And I went to Target, the home for everything, and I went in the like bath and body section. So I ended up, all my little guys are on here. But this is actually a soap dish, and it's like a jade green color mercury glass, and it's like a hexagon shape with like a gold rim on the bottom. But I just thought this was perfect, and it's small enough. It's not too big where I can put it on my bedside table where I have them live. But there's also lots of room to grow. You know?
Lots of room.
Lots of room to grow.
So our last thing that we found on Energy Muse that we thought was really good for someone just getting into crystals is they actually have a crystal quiz where you basically, like we mentioned, the crystals kind of choose you. You don't choose the crystal. You are drawn to certain things. So they give you a whole page of different images of crystals, and you choose 3 that you're super drawn to just by the image. And it kind of tells you maybe a good place to start when you're looking at crystals. So we'll also link that. So if you're interested in starting your crystal journey, then you can take the quiz and kind of get an idea of where you should start. So I think that is all of our information on what we know about crystals.
It sure is.
If you have any other stories or experiences with healing crystals. We'd love to hear them.
Yeah, how you use them, which ones you have. I think that's what we really want to know.
Yeah.
If there's ones that are really working for you and that you really enjoy having around, please let us know.
Yeah. And we will see you in our next one.
Bye.